Alright, Jeff here at 1523 North McClellan Street. At the rear left corner of the building as you face the building from the street, so backmost unit. What is going on with my foot counter? Just restarted this dang thing a second ago because the foot counter wouldn't work. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run the camera. If I have to reboot the entire system, I will. Otherwise, we're just going to run all the way out to the main. Foot counter is only important if we run into something. And again, on the first video I mentioned, I probably didn't mention it on this one, I dumped about 5 gallons of water down the line before I put the camera in the sewer pipe. Got a little more water we'll put down the line here in just a second. Mostly in the event we fill in any, like that right there, I'm not even sure. I'll actually dump another round of water down the line. Just in the event we have any low spots that haven't been filled in yet. We went through a teeny little bit of water there just a moment ago. But it takes very little. You get a little bit of sawdust in the line even, and it can create a little tiny debris dam. Once the camera goes through and busts this crap up, this next round of water coming down the pipe will help flush that stuff free. Into 3034 PVC now. I'm going to go locate here in just a second. If we don't hit the main, I'm going to try to at least get to the street edge, just so I don't have to move to a second clean out. There we go. I'm going to go do a quick locate really fast just to ensure we've made it to where we need to. Alright, we are indeed just beyond the face of the curb right now. Alright, I'm just guesstimating here. We're probably about, somewhere between about 125 feet, about 140 feet approximately out. While I located there, I was picking the signal up about approximately a foot beyond the face of the curb. Alright, let's start pulling back in here. Line's drained off. It's amazing if there's any amount of water still trickling through this line. On the advance out, there was one spot in the ABS pipe where my camera, this was when the line had already had all the water go through it. The first round anyway of water. There was like maybe a 32nd of an inch of standing water somewhere in the ABS. I think I just saw a little burr. That's all that is there, sticking off the joint. It's just a little plastic burr. There's a few of them there. They're very small. cannot believe there's still water going through this thing. I've only put about 5 gallons down it all at once, too. Unless someone else inside the house is running water through, which is, I suppose, a possibility. I'm amazed there's anything still trickling through. But like I was saying on the advance out there, sometimes you get a little bit of sawdust or something in the flow line. It doesn't take very much to create a little bit of standing water. Like you got some dirt stains at the top of the pipe there. A little white object up ahead there. I can't tell what that is. If it's a little bit of debris that went down the line, possibly a tiny remnant of a knockout plate. That's hard to discern there. It'll be easier to see, honestly, in better lighting. I've got a lot of sun out here right now, even with the screen shaded. That looks like just a little tiny bit of debris at the top of the pipe. So this is the spot I was referring to here a moment ago. There is just the ever so slightest bit of standing water here. Crazy minor. Like, again, about 32nd of an inch. That's not the kind of thing I'd go ripping up concrete over. Not unless it progressed and got worse. That's just after, let's see, I'll count the tie-ins. My foot counter is not working right now, but I'll be able to tell you which tie-in. One. We come back in here. And those look like weird stain lines there. Now sometimes you get some really weird visuals. I'm gonna have to look at this video at home. I think that's just a weird visual effect on that. It almost, at first glance, looks like a crack. Okay, so that's the second tie-in from the one we just came back from. Very similar effect right here on that. You get some visual illusions in these circular environment. Okay, 3 tie-ins we've counted now. There's the 4-inch bump out. So it looks like that little bit of standing water appears to be immediately after. So that was 4 tie-ins away. So that looks like that's, you know, one, that might, I can't tell if this is a 4 unit, but it's 4 units away from this one, or 4 tie-ins. If you count this one, 1, 2, 3, and 4 away from the back is where that's at. So anyway, not anywhere near enough to go and tear stuff up over, but just be aware of it. Most likely it's done all the settling it's going to. That's typically how settling works. Clean sewer line with good flow all the way out.